Hello, SBC. It's Brother David. I wanted to bring you a word of encouragement today about pushing forward as a believer and for us as a church. We are in the middle of a lot of new things here at Second Baptist. We've got new remodeling going over on the sanctuary. We've got new programs that are taking place in the church. We've got new staff that are coming on board at the church. We have a lot of new and exciting things that are happening, and that's wonderful, except when you get scared. A lot of times when we see new things, we start to get concerned, and we get worried, and we actually pull back and say, well, I'm not sure that I want to commit to that because it's not going to be the way it was. It's not going to be the way it has been. And as soon as we do that, well, we shut off the possibilities of what God has in store. And so today I want to encourage you. The Bible is filled with these examples where we as believers stop from what God has asked us to do, and we should have pushed forward to embrace it. One of the simplest examples is actually there in Exodus when the Israelites are leaving Egypt. They're headed out of Egypt and they get there by the Red Sea, and they are standing there with the Egyptian army that's coming up behind them. And they're very upset with Moses, and they turn around to Moses and they say, was it because there were no graves in Egypt that you brought us out here to die? We would have been better off in Egypt. We would have been better off to just go back with that army peacefully and be slaves again. We would be better off to just let them have us instead of bring us out here to die, on a battlefield that we can't fight on. And Moses has this great reply to them. Over there in Exodus in chapter 14, listen to Moses' reply. He says, do not be afraid, stand firm, and you will see the deliverance of the Lord. Now, that's really good to know that. He's going to give you the deliverance that you need. But here's the important piece. He says, the Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. He says, the Egyptians that you're seeing today, you're not going to see again. You're not going back. You can't go back. You cannot return to a past. We cannot recapture the glory days. We can't go back to a memory. We can't live in some past experience and say, oh, if it would only just remain like it was, or if it could return to like it was. You won't ever be able to do that. The only thing that we have as an opportunity, especially as people of God, as He leads us forward, is to embrace the future, embrace what's coming, embrace the opportunities that He has in front of us. I promise you, God, who is leading, knows the path, and He will direct our steps. So if you're in a relationship today and you're trying to get back to what it used to be, let that piece go and embrace what it is now. Maybe it's a hard decision that you have to make about it, or maybe it's a new opportunity for it to grow. But don't try to make it what it was. Engage what it is. Maybe it's a job, and you just keep looking back to when the job was easier, or the job was simpler, or the job was something else. Don't keep looking back. Embrace what you have today. You don't need to go back. And you can't. Maybe it's in your own spiritual life. You think back to a time when your faith was simpler or easier, or perhaps maybe it was more innocent and you didn't have as many scars and bruises from literally the world as you've engaged it with the grace of God. You want to go back to that time when you didn't have as many bumps and bruises. Well, you can't. But you can embrace the joy of today. Embrace the opportunity of today. We can't live in the past, but we certainly can embrace the future. I hope that you'll do that and that you'll make today a great day, SBC. I hope that you will catch up with me at church here at Second. We're going to be having Bible studies here tonight at 5:30 for adult Bible study. If you want to come a little earlier, we do have an early bird special, and we have it at 4 o'clock on Wednesdays. And if you've got youth, we have our youth program that kicks off at 5:15 and a children's program that kicks off at 5:15 as well. And you can always catch us on Sunday as we have services right here at 10:15. I hope to see you soon, right here at Second Baptist Church.